Welcome to a victory episode of Believe in Falcons. We've been waiting for this. I've been waiting for this. It was tough sledding for a while. There were Falcons fans, and Mike, yeah, you can attribute to this. They come up to you and me and say, I don't know about this Kirk guy. I don't know about these Falcons. Here we go. Because we've been through this so many times, when things start going down, we get the here we go again. And for 3.5 quarters, it was here we go again. But Mike, you gotta believe. You gotta believe, my friend.
You gotta believe. You gotta believe. You gotta believe gonna rise up.
You gotta believe in the Falcons. You gotta believe in the mother-loving Falcons. It was pandemonium in my little small hotel room here. I was running around in circles, waving my hand, talking to the TV. We want to know, baby. We want to know. As far as week by week. If we got the whole season, we want to win. Week by week, we want to know. And if we win every single week, we're going to win it all. So this is the feeling that we all wanted. This is the feeling that everybody was excited about. This is the Falcons that we all expected. And knowing that we're still not at full stride, it's exciting, man. What are your thoughts, man, on the game?
Oh, man, it was a hard-nosed game, man. It was one of those tough games that they came down to the wire. Every possession counted. And, man, it was unbelievable to see the team gel, different guys stepping up, making plays all over the field. I said, man, get that chemistry. You got to get that chemistry now because we haven't seen our full team in preseason. So, all right, week to week, we're going to see, can we get better and better and better? So I'm excited. That was a good opponent, too. A team that's been in the Super Bowl. They was missing A.J. Brown, but, they still got guys all over that on that roster. So, great win for us. Even the coaching, our coaches outcoached them. You know what I'm saying? Because I think our time management was better than their time management, and that was key. Cost them at the end.
Absolutely. So the fun part about this was that we had a chance to show people who we are, because everyone thought, oh, if you can't beat the Steelers, you ain't going to beat the Eagles. And that kind of seemed like it could be true if we didn't come back and show people exactly who we are and how we could operate. I was just so happy. You talked about the coaches. It seemed like our offensive coordinator was more in sync with Kirk Cousins. And it seemed like, just the whole flow of the game, because, again, remember, their first time all coaching, playing together, calling plays, the back and forth, that trust. You have to build that. There's a certain point where Matt Ryan knew what Mike Mularkey wanted to do. He knew what Mike Smith wanted to do. And Matt could almost, call the plays for them. But that took a couple of years, took some time. It's not going to happen game one, especially if you don't practice in the preseason. So this game had us showing or seeing who the guy we paid $100 million plus to could actually be. It had us seeing, like, the reason why we said, you know what, Justin Fields, he's out there. Russell Wilson's out there. And a couple other guys are out there. But Kirk Cousins, coming off an injury, is who we want to be our quarterback, because we wanted stability. And the mental, as you know, the game is so fast and physical. You can be big, fast, strong, and talented. But the ones who dominate this game are the ones who could dominate the mental part of it. And Kirk Cousins, I keep on going back to that, Netflix show Quarterback, and because we all got a chance to see who he is, how he operates, his character, his integrity. You've heard about it, but seeing it intimately, he's the type of guy who's not taking that money, not taking this job without the 100%, notion or idea or fact that he's going to play at the absolute highest and do everything he can to win us a Super Bowl. And that's the way he was moving around. That's the focus he had. That last drive was magical. That last drive made me go, is that Matt Ryan? The drive was effortless. And I was just like, I was nervous. You were nervous. All the fans were nervous. Kirko wasn't nervous. And now we can call him Kirko. He's back to being Kirko.
Now he's Kirko now. Now he's Kirko.
Yeah, you like that. He's back to being that guy. That first guy, he was, some old man, like, hobbling around trying to figure it out. But Kirko's got us going. And that 2-minute drive was beautiful.
Right. You got to give him time, too, on getting healthy and feeling comfortable playing the game again. Because, coming off Achilles is not easy. And so you got that. You got new teammates. You got a new coordinator throwing plays at you. You're in a different city and everything. Everything's new for Kirk. So Kirk got to get comfortable, too. And that last drive, he was real comfortable. So hope we get more of that. But like I'm saying, I can see the team gelling. Not just Kirk. You say BJ had a great game, too. Tyler Algier, great game, stepping in, has some nice touches and carries there. So and they can't get moving with the big play at the in the second quarter, or whatever. But man, the team is stepping up, man. The team is stepping up. Defense too. Can't forget about defense because Bates,
Jessie,
man, he might be the best. Might be the best free agent signing since me, man.
No. I posted yesterday. As far as Wake Forest talent goes, he's the best All-Pro Wake Forest free agent signing since Ovie Mughelli. I just, you bring one guy from Wake Forest, he's an All-Pro. Another guy from Wake Forest, he's an All-Pro. You should just keep on drafting Wake Forest guys or signing them up. So Jessie Bates, though, man, it's just like Terry Fontenot's a genius. We got to have him back on. We're going to see maybe a bye week and have him back on because people were starting to doubt after one game. It's a long season. Like people will say, "Oh, Fontenot's doing this and Fontenot's doing that." No, Terry knows what he's doing. We were at a point 2, 3, 4 years ago after Matt Ryan left. We were named the worst or the least talented team in football. I was here. I was doing this podcast with my boy William, and we were like, "You can't talk about our team like that." Oh, they're actually right. Right. We have journeymen. We have 1-year deals. We have guys who weren't even starters in college who are starting for the Falcons. So now that Terry's brought a collection of dogs, a collection of players, guys who can run fast and jump high and have the skill and can do what they're supposed to do, all we need to do is bring it together. And for the last year or two, we just needed a quarterback. So to have this talented team and to have guys like Jessie Bates and our rock hard people who built this team like Grady Jarrett, they're still doing what they're supposed to do. Grady's getting in the backfield. Grady's causing hurries and pressures. Judon's doing what he's supposed to do again. It's just beautiful to see how we work as a whole. And it's something to where the exciting part is that we're still getting started and that we're still not, moving all cylinders. We still haven't gelled the way we need to gel. And we beat the Eagles. So now this Chiefs game, it's going to be sold out. Thank God you already have a ticket. I'll see if I can sneak in there or something. But this Chiefs game, because fans now believe in Falcons as they should, because it's our show and it's our team. And we have the pieces to do what we've always wanted to do. Win the division, get in the playoffs, and finally win a playoff game and see what can happen. My whole goal is of course I want to win it all, but we have to this year at least win a playoff game. Win a playoff game, we end up losing. All right, I'm upset, not that upset. But if we don't win our division, if we don't at least win a playoff game with all this talent, it's gonna be problems. I'm gonna have to talk to somebody. I'm gonna have to, request somebody's management to talk to who won't listen to me. But I'm gonna request
just like last week, Ovie.
Yes.
You can't just overreact off one game.
Nope.
It's a marathon, not a sprint. You already got the division banner up. Got to win one playoff game. It was one drive. At the end of the game, you know what I'm saying? Right. It was a great game. It was an exciting game. That was a good Monday night football game. I'm glad it was on Monday night. So the whole United States can see what the Falcons can be once we gel and get together and still got room for improvement. So everything wasn't great. They'll say that, and they're gonna get to work. And then they got another team that's been in the Super Bowl. Well, they back-to-back champs, so they know they got to put this behind them, move forward for Sunday night. Another primetime game. Primetime Kirko.
Yeah, primetime Kirko. Let's really kind of lean into what Kirko did that second half. It was something that the 385 yards as a whole, but to be 2 of 9 on third down, I was wondering, hey, a third down, we're not doing what we're supposed to do. We're not converting. It took big chunk plays, but that second half, Kirk just changed everything and became the guy we wanted him to see. It was disheartening when we couldn't get that fourth down. After that fourth down run, we got stopped, and the Eagles were marching down. I think what was it? There somebody posted about we had a 3% chance to win. According to ESPN, futuristic Pro Football Focus stats, our chance to win was less than double digits. And for us to turn one of those into our win, we're usually the team that, everyone's 23. We're usually the one who we snatch defeat out of the jaws of victory. And for us to finally show that we can turn around in a gift that was given us by your boy Saquon Barkley. He's not feeling great right now. He's not feeling good right now at all. But we and Ryan Clark said it great in the broadcast. he allowed us to show the world how great we can be, because
Right.
we're still this great. But
Right.
if no one sees it, then it doesn't matter. If
Right.
Kirk doesn't get that chance to go for that final drive, if Darnell Mooney doesn't get a chance to catch his ball, if Kyle Pitts doesn't get to show people that he can still be a big factor, we're not talking like this right now. So, big one, thank you. Eagles fans, thank you. This was everything the Falcons needed, because 0-2 is a sad place to be. It's a long way from 1-1.
Right.
So I think another thing that matters a lot is showing people, and I think the team showing themselves that they could do this, because we knew Matt Ryan was pretty good. We knew Matt had some talent, and he could throw the ball a little bit. We saw him in practice, but to see him do it during a game, to see him do it during a 2-minute drive, that first time, that belief transferred to all of us. Because can this young skinny BC kid lead a team of grown men? And he didn't have to tell us; he showed us. So Kirk showed everybody. I think Kirk showed the team, showed themselves, and that confidence is going to build. That confidence is going to be key when they go into other situations just like this, because they're going to be down again. They're going to have to do a last 2-minute drive. They're going to be down by a couple of touchdowns. Can we build momentum? Can we bring it back? Now they have the first building block or foundation to say, yes, we absolutely can.
Yeah. Right. And let's not forget about Drake London. And Drake London getting that touchdown against Darius Slay, what I'm saying, premier player in this league, so I like that, because we like what we gonna get from Drake, and how's that going between him and Kirk, can they get it going? So but like you said, you got to take it week by week. But the key was to us, I think, taking care of the football. We wasn't careless with the football.
Yes.
So that was a big thing they want to stress this week. And you do that, we can control the clock. I mean, we can control the games. We got a long 17-play drive before the half. That should have been a touchdown.
Yeah.
But we got some points. But I'm gonna leave it at that. We won the game. That was a big, and this is gonna be a big momentum game too. The win on the road like that Monday night.
Oh yeah.
On when he backs against the wall, looked like he was going to lose.
Yes, it did.
Know what I'm saying? Like you said earlier, that's the reverse world for us. We can control the whole game and find ways to lose in the past. I hope last night was a different like momentum for us. Like we're a different team now. We're here. No,
that's to. My man Drake, was the 15-yard penalty because he bumped into the ref, or because he was shooting guns? And I guess you can't shoot anymore. I didn't understand. I got to Google it. What was the 15-yard play for? You can't shoot guns, or it could have been it could have been anything.
I don't know, man.
Shooters. It could have been those airsoft guns.
Right. You're right. Who knows what it could have been a super soaker. It could have been a super soaker.
We don't know that. I think it's a bit much for the refs to assume it's a pow gun. Not
right. But thank God for Koo. Koo came in the clutch making that 50-yard extra point. So I mean, we got a great kicker to handle it. So that was big for us.
Back to back. One thing I didn't like, we played a running quarterback the first game, obviously in Fields, and then Jalen we were shutting them down. We were really swarming them, and then he just started taking off and running. And he had big run after big run after big run. It was a big part in some of their initial scoring drives. And I'm just like, gosh dang it, we got to tighten up. And our defense, I think it was because we were such on the attack. We were leaning forward. We were getting back there that he just took off. And I don't think it's going to be a big problem, but against running quarterbacks, as we see first game, second game, they're not a good matchup for us right now. But we have another running quarterback in Patrick Mahomes next week, and so watching the film, tightening up is something that we absolutely got to do. Speaking of watching film, when the Falcons go back and watch this film, and they got this win, and yes, they had some mistakes, but yes, they also did a lot of things well. What are they going to see that's going to help them raise their game even more for the big game against the defending Super Bowl, two-time Super Bowl champs? What should the Falcons be looking at? If you're in the locker room, if Mike Turner's still back there playing and he's watching film, what are you keying in on? What are you talking to your teammates, your coaches about? how do you get better and get ready for this big game?
But we always strive to play the perfect game, don't we? That's what we try to do. We do. So, like we try to make
perfect plays.
Yeah, perfect plays, things like that. We strive for that. So last night they could have easily lost that game last night, but just made the right plays at the right time. And so when I say what we're looking for now, encouragement, like we won and we still got room to grow. We're just getting started. Like we said earlier, we're just getting started. Let's see where we can take this thing. So the game wasn't perfect. But like you said, quarterbacks running, getting loose, people losing their lanes and stuff like that. Bijan probably wanted that 4th and 1. He probably want that back. No, even though he played great throughout the whole game. No, like it's just little things out there. Like you got to get better at something. Find something to get better at every week, every day in practice too. So that's what we got to do. We pros, man.
Yeah, we pros, but they're pros too, and it's always. I used to always it cracked me up inside when I play people, and I'm just like, how are you here? Like, how are you making the NFL? Like, it's like some players who are just so bad or who can't get off in a snap count, who are going off sides, who are making these dumb decisions. It baffles me because I'm like, you're the best of the best. Like, you're the absolute best of the best, and you're still terrible. So how is that possible? And I just took it for me as a matter of personal pride, and where I didn't want to be the one who let our team down. And the 0 turnovers is so key to us because we can't beat ourselves. Like there is no way that a team, especially one like ours, that we're very talented, but we're still not there yet. And you're the Chiefs, make a couple of mistakes, you're gonna be all right because you got just crazy talent all over the place. The old school Tom Brady, New England Patriots, they could as well, but they didn't though. The Chiefs really good under Andy Reid. The Patriots, Bill Belichick didn't go for that foolishness. And we were at our highest. Mike Smith and Coach Mularkey were not allowing us to have no stupid penalties and shoot ourselves in the foot. If the Falcons can repeat this 0 turnover game that we had this last yesterday, and repeat some of the tight play that we've had, offense and defense for the most part, just not shooting yourself in the foot, you're already ahead because a lot of teams are going to make those mistakes. A lot of teams are going to, get dumb plays. And again, Drake had a penalty that I think he learned from. He said that I got caught up in the moment. It was Monday Night Football. He's still, kind of a young kid, hasn't really played in these big games where he had a chance to win. So he's not going to make that mistake again. Because if we would have missed that kick, oh my God.
Win the overtime.
The narrative. Going to the overtime.
Yeah.
We'll do good in overtime. So
we're too crazy. So like you say, everything that you do in that field counts, man. Like I said, lucky for Koo, they made a 50-yarder. So man, like Chiefs coming up next, man. Chiefs coming up next. Another test. And I think they're ready for the test and they're ready for the challenge. And I think Raheem, you talk about the coaches, I think Raheem is going to instill that in them too. Like, come on, man, like, let's put that behind us. That was good. But we got another challenge coming in Sunday night in our house. Let's go.
Yeah, Raheem had me, man. They had that camera in the locker room, and I wrote it down somewhere about his statements. He was just like dropping F-bombs everywhere, and I love it. He was just like, let's effing go, the next effing play, the next opponent, and his mentality. He was excited, he was hyped, but I love how he refocused them on, we got a job to do. Get excited, let's celebrate this. But it's to the next effing opponent, So Raheem gives me those Dan Campbell vibes. Raheem gives me those Detroit Lions. I'm gonna rally around you guys. You guys gonna rally around me type of vibes. He has that. He doesn't care what comes out of his mouth because it's all about his players. It's all about connecting with his players and letting them know that he fully believes in them. He's gonna talk about like this is a team that I knew was here. And they asked him about Kirk Cousins, and they were like, how did you go about, dealing with last game and whatever? He's like, I know who Kirk is. I know who how he operates. I see him day in, day out. I wasn't surprised by this. This is something that he does, that he's done a lot of times in the past. Granted, with the injury, we were wondering if he could do that, but he can. And he showed us. And that coach having that confidence in that player and all his players is going to have a Dan Campbell effect to where the Detroit Lions last year were not supposed to get to the NFC Championship game. The Detroit Lions last year had no business being one of the best teams in the league. They had talent, but the coaching and the leadership of the coach elevated the whole organization in a way that no one expected. I think Raheem can do the same exact thing for us and is going to allow us to play with our hair on fire. Because when you believe in a coach, like you want to go hard for him. We talked about this before. Like Markey, when he drawed up that first play, hey, 42 ice or whatever it was, linebacker, Mike linebacker, Ovie, you got him. Mike, you set the tone. You and Ovie, let them know that we're going to be down their throat every single time, and we're going to be, pushing them around and being the bully. And you feel that, and you want to go out there and do that, and we did that. So Raheem's giving them that same type of effect, and it's great to watch.
It is, man. It is, and that locker room, that post game locker room, man. That took me back, man. We know about those.
Yeah, me too. I was like, they were throwing the wall. I wanted to be in there. I tried to dive the TV and go there and start jumping with them.
Right. And people gonna say, "Oh, the Eagles gave it away." Yes and no. Yes and no. They had a chance to seal it. They didn't seal it. They didn't make the plays that they were supposed to. We made the plays we had to. We still had to go 80 yards or so to win the game and get a touchdown. No, it wasn't no last second field goal thing. So I don't want people to think like the Eagles. It wasn't the Eagles collapse. It was a back and forth game, multiple lead changes, and just came down to the wire. Who's gonna make the plays when they counted? And it was fortunately it was the Falcons, man.
Yeah, no, unfortunately it's Falcons. I agree with you because they will try to take this away from us and say, "Oh, Falcons didn't win. The Eagles lost. The Eagles, they collapsed. They messed up." Like they were already saying that when I was up for like another hour and a half, just tweeting and posting and talking trash, and they're like, "Oh, Eagles fans were pissed," and they should be because their team did not. All they had to do was run the ball. They didn't have to throw it. They just ran the ball. The ball. They would have been fine. Sounds like a team that I knew, but. They messed up. You are absolutely right in the fact that they could have just messed up and we couldn't have went the length of the field and scored. So yes, they gave us an opportunity, but we took that victory. We took that victory. We earned that victory. That's a Falcons win, not an Eagles loss. Right. Starts off with a Falcons win.
Right. And you can tell about the celebration in the locker room. Like if we know we escaped, that celebration wouldn't be like that. Right. That joy, that excitement in that locker room was like, man, we took it. Like, what I'm saying? We came down to it, we stepped up. We was the big dogs of the game, you know what I'm saying? So hope that momentum carries us through Sunday night, man.
Yeah, 2-1 sounds nice, man. 2-1 sounds nice, but I gotta give some love to our sponsors because they're a nice little group as well. Bet Online, they have every stat, every matchup, and even live ads, the spreads to bet on during the games. We have a $200,000 mega contest, and if you go to Bet Online, you have the opportunity to win everything: blackjack, poker, unwind, over 150 slot games. So head to the website, get on the action, Bet Online. The game starts here. And I don't bet, Mike, because I lose a lot, and I like going to Vegas. I take $500 of cash with me because I'm frugal. I'm African. My Nigerian parents were allowed to spend tens of thousands. I remember I'd go with some of my teammates. I won't name names, but they'll have $5,000, $10,000. One brother $50,000 in cash. I'm like,
no.
I just and I feel bad when we all win on the craps table, and I won like $80. So he's winning like $8,000. I should have bet more, but I can't lose. If I lose. And I did it before. I first got my little bit of money when the Falcons paid me, and I had a little extra cash. I went and spent I had $10,000 in Vegas. Right. Lost it all. Took one time $10,000. After then, I don't bring more than 1,000. So love Bet Online. I love betting, but in small doses for me.
Small doses. To each his own. But yeah, they say plan to lose the money. Whatever you that makes you feel better.
That's what it goes. Me and the wifey, like we go to Vegas and we like the shows and stuff. And so like the show would be like, $300, $400, $500 to go some Cirque du Soleil show. I'm like, you know what? You go to a show for like $600. I'm gonna spend $500 playing craps, blackjack, whatever. And if I lose, I lose. It's for the entertainment. So when I expect to lose it, it doesn't hurt as much. But when I expect to actually double my money, it never happens, and it hurts a lot.
You gotta stick to your rules, Chris. Stick to your rules.
Yeah, I got to. But these Falcons, it's the right thing to bet on them, because I think that people right now don't understand the Falcons that we know. They don't understand that the character, not just in our coach, but in the Jessie Bates and the Grady Jarretts and the Judons, and with Kirk Cousins leading not just the offense, but that locker room. I can't talk enough about the character. And when you've had a chance to be in training camp and see the guys one-on-one and realize that we have some really, really exciting individuals on this team, and that matters. Not having a bunch of guys who are stat chasing out for themselves, who just want to, get all pros and Pro Bowls. Like, they want Super Bowls. Like, you got Pro Bowls and all pros. I got Pro Bowls and all pros. Me and you would not kill. We're not gonna kill anybody, but we would do anything except for kill anybody for a Super Bowl. It means so much. Like, when you walk in somewhere and they say, introducing, two-time All-Pro fullback Ovie Mughelli, or two-time All-Pro tailback Michael Turner, it's a nice feeling, but not as nice as, welcome to the stage, Super Bowl champion Michael Turner, Super Bowl champion Ovie Mughelli. That is a absolute different type of feeling. So to have guys in the locker room who are chasing that Super Bowl, to have guys in the locker room, especially like Judon, who've been there, to have guys who understand that this is a journey where it takes all of us. We're set up in the right way to do some big things.
Right. I mean, you got to put the egos to the side, man. It's all about putting team first, and stats will follow. And I think these young guys will learn that. We got some young guys, man, that still learn the game. Like, what I'm saying, like you said, Drake did a celebration. You just can't. You can't do that. So hopefully,
you can't do that. Yeah.
But just the excitement, man, of him making a play like that, and hopefully more to come out of him. And you got other guys ready to make plays too. So it's just a good feeling, man. That it's about the team. It was a team win from top to bottom, man. From the coaching staff to the offense, defense, special teams, everything. Total big win for the Falcons. I don't feel sorry for the Eagles.
No, forget the Eagles, man. Darn Eagles. Fly Eagles, fly away. Yeah,
right.
But, one of the things that was good to see as well was that you talk about improvement. We had improvement across the board. Like, offensive line kept Kirk a whole lot cleaner. Even the last drive when Kirk was allowed to cook, when they said, you know what, we're going to only rush 4 guys. We think our 4 can beat their 5, which never happened that last 2-minute drive. And in times before, we've had like how can you lose to 4 on 5 offensive line? What's going on? And it happened a couple of times against the Steelers. And it's something that cannot happen with a Kirk Cousins who's not as mobile as he needs to. But when Kirk was allowed to cook, when Kirk was allowed to pick off or pick apart the defense and find his receivers are running the right routes, they're getting at the right levels, they're in the right timing, and the Manning cast was great. Watching they play that Matt Ryan and Peyton Eli.
Right.
Those guys are creating like gold over there. But the Manning cast and watching Matt Ryan look at Kirk Cousins and all these quarterbacks talk about the 2-minute drill, but Kirk Cousins kind of just showed off his intellect and his intelligence and his potential when he was given a clean pocket and able to survey the whole defense and was able to just use his multi-year NFL career and background to say, all right, this is what's going to happen. Here's the best opportunity. Here's how to hit him. And these young guys look like they were practicing extra with Kirk because they were on the same page. And that's what we have to look forward to. That's what we have to be excited about with this Falcons future, because we have a solid core and we have the ability to do some really exciting things moving forward. And this Chiefs game is going to be crazy, man. I know we got a bunch of great guests that want to come on with John Abraham and our boy Roddy White, and I think Jamal Anderson wants to hop on and We got, of course, the comparable work done, and a lot of Falcons legends, and we're going to get some current players as well because now, I mean, if Raheem's going to give interviews to Shannon Sharp and Ocho Cinco, I mean, and their podcast is cool, but are they really Shannon Sharp and Ocho as good as Michael Turner and Ovie Mughelli? Come on. Huh? Yeah. That's an easy decision. And so, we already had director of communications. My man, Mr. Bassney, David, he said, we can get Raheem on there. If he's getting on their show, he'll come on our show. So, fans and listeners of Believe in Falcons, we got a one hell of a lineup coming up with some greats, some Hall of Famers, some Falcons legends, some great coaches. And all I can say is that, like, the season has officially started. I don't know what happened last week. That was just, that was just a warm-up. That was a preseason game. Now the season has officially started. It's time to really believe in the Falcons. We got so much to look forward to. Win, lose, or draw, I feel like we're not going to just show up to, or we're not going to forget to show up to this game against the Chiefs. We're going to give them everything we got, because after seeing what we can do in that second half, starting there and moving forward, that's good football. And that level of football could actually beat a Chiefs team. And Patrick Mahomes, we've seen before, he's human. He's got flaws. The team's got flaws. Joe Burrow gave him everything they could give. Those Bengals, they seem to have their number, and it was a close game last game. But before we get out of here, let's go around the league a little bit. I talked about these Saints as being an irrelevant team, and I think that I'm wrong. Derek Used Car Salesman is no longer a Derek Used Car Salesman. He is mad. He is angry. He has a chip on his shoulder, and it has something to prove. And the Saints beat the Cowboys. I don't have the details of the game, but I watched some of it, seen the highlights. I was here eating some cereal. I was like, wait, what? Wait, the Saints beat the Cowboys. And the way they did it, I'm like, okay, so now, because I knew that our guy over there in Tampa Bay, the name's escaping me. Give me Baker Mayfield. Yeah. Baker Mayfield. I knew Baker Mayfield was good last year. He got that new contract because he was so good last year. And the Tampa Bay Buccaneers were already a playoff team. They're a good squad. And with the quarterback now, they're going to be what I thought was going to be our biggest hurdle to win the division. But now the Saints are back. And so, oh, man. I mean,
going back to when we was playing, that NFC South, when it was like week in, week out, man. You know how it goes.
The NFC South was one of the strongest leagues when we were playing. It was stacked. We had two teams that would make it into the playoffs because we're both went at 10-digit wins. Two-digit wins, or 10+ wins. You know what I mean? But now, now it's back to, or could be, the NFC South is not going to be like one of the worst divisions in the league. Mine is Carolina. No one knows what the hell Carolina is doing. I kind of feel bad for their quarterback because you're drafted overall, number one, and you just can't get together. And who is it? Again, Manning Caster talking about how, or either Tom Brady was talking about how it's just rough for these quarterbacks who aren't really developed, don't have the chance to sit back and learn in college or in the NFL. They're just always the guy. You give them just enough so they can do well. And then when it comes time for them to play at the highest level, they're shallow, they're incomplete. And so Bryce Young now get replaced with Andy Dalton. And I love the chaos in Carolina. I don't want them to get good now too, but the Saints becoming a factor is not something that I enjoy, because I wanted to zero in on beat the Bucks, win the division, move forward. It's not going to be that easy, unfortunately.
No, it's not going to be that easy, Ovie. It's not going to be that easy at all. So it's going to be exciting, man. It's going to be an exciting season, man. Saints been impressive. I hate to give it to them. They've been impressive the last 2 weeks. Yeah. They putting up big points. Bucks playing a tough team, beat a tough Dan Campbell Detroit Lion team. So now we got us win on the road against the Eagles. We need this win against the Chiefs, man. We got to keep the big wins coming in. NFC South, we got to represent. And when we clash, we're going to clash. There's going to be some big clashes down the line.
It's going to be some huge clashes, man. It's going to be huge clashes. But hey, we want to thank all our fans because, again, we're just not getting started. It's the first official episode of Believe in Falcons. Now we got this first Falcons win. Shout out to Raheem. Shout out to Terry Fontenot. Shout out to Kirko Cousins. Got your name back, Kirko. We had to let go for a little bit because we didn't know. We didn't know. But we know now. We know we're never going to doubt you again unless you play that again. But you won't. Kirko Cousins is here to stay because, man, and it's hard to, I hope they keep him clean. The offensive line did a great job, a lot better than last week. They keep him clean because if he keeps on getting healthy and if he has a clean pocket, we've seen what he can do. Kirk Cousins is the Falcons quarterback for the future. I'm so happy we killed that Penix foolishness because people was like, if he has one bad game, Penix gonna stop it. Penix is not coming in unless Kirk, decides to leave. Like there's no way Penix is coming in. I'm not going to jinx the man, but Penix is there to learn, to grow, and he'll have his time in 2 or 3 years. But this is the Kirko show, and you better know. Yeah. So again, thank you for subscribing, for watching, for listening. Looking forward to some exciting sponsors to introduce you guys next show. We have some people who we want to get the word out about the great things they're doing, about some great products, some great brands, and it's time, Mike. It's time to make a run at this. It's time for us to, not just believe in you or believe in me or believe in each other. It's time to believe in Falcons. It's time to believe in our Falcons. We have some merch coming out soon. Atlanta believes in Falcons, and get me and Mike on there to sign it. And everybody should be wearing that stuff because if you don't believe, what are you doing? If you're not believing in the Falcons, what the heck are you doing right now, Mike?
Right.
And anything else to say to our fans before we sign off?
No, man, just keep believing, man. And the fans that's coming to the game on Sunday, we need that stadium rocking Sunday night, man. Make it rough on the Chiefs. That's it, man. Absolutely. 1 week at a time, Obi. 1 week at a time.
1 week at a time. Not too high, not too low. Okay, we can get a little bit high. We're a little bit high, but we deserve it. We deserve to be high.
You got 24 hours. Let it go.
24 hours. It's still within 24 hours. We're going to enjoy this.
Okay.
We'll get back to work.
All right.
All right, man. Thank y'all.